tengo mi cámara prendida, pero no se ve, no sé por qué.
Está bien, está bien. No se preocupen. Hola Ángel, ¿cómo estás?
Hello, teacher. Good night.
Good night. Ok, entonces me parece que ya estamos en vivo. Ahora sí. Bueno, aquí en el Zoom ya me lo marca, pero todavía no lo puedo ver en la...
La página de YouTube.
página.
Cámara prendida, pero
Ah,
no
ok.
se ve, no sé por qué.
Sí, sí, ya nos veo, ya nos veo. No se preocupen. Hola Ángel. Ah, ok, sí, ya está. Ok, muy bien.
En YouTube, ¿cómo nos buscamos?
Hi there. I'm
Un
your
segundo.
English coach, Chris.
Ok, ok. A ver, les voy a pasar el link y me dicen si lo pueden ver. Según yo ya está corriendo. Vale, pues lista la prueba del YouTube. Y pues, ¿les parece si empezamos? Creo que nadie más va a venir. Ah, sí. Oh, ok. Ya llegó otra personita. Muy bien. Ok. Entonces, ahora sí. So, oh, unexpected people here. Ok. Muchas personas que no esperaba. Muy bien. Ok. Bueno, pues vamos a empezar, ¿vale? So, today's topic is going to be workplace culture. Okay, vamos a hablar de la cultura del trabajo. So, voy a hablar solamente en inglés, pero si en algún momento no entienden algo, porfa me paran y me dicen, ¿vale? Aquí. Nada más, esperemos a que Jesús conecte su audio. It's taking a while. Okay, well, we're gonna start with a video, okay? This video that we are gonna watch is gonna be about culture, like workplace culture in United States. So to begin with, I would like to give you some questions and we're gonna read them together. So that you don't have any question about or doubt about the question, okay? So let me write them in the chat. And then you're gonna have them all. Let me know if you can see the questions in the chat, please.
Yes.
Excellent, very good. Okay, so let's see. Sarah, please, can you read the first question? Sarah, are you there, Sarah?
Yes, repeat the question.
Yeah, please read the first question.
What is the American individualism?
Okay, very good. So in the video, you're gonna hear a little bit of information about American individualism, okay? Let's see, Ale, please, let's read the second question.
Why are team building exercises so common in the US workplace?
Very good. So building exercises. Try to think about what's the meaning of building exercises, okay? Let's go with Vale, please. Let's read the third question.
Yes. How important is work for people from the United States?
Okay, so we are also going to hear some info about that. Angel, can you help me with the fourth question?
Right, teacher. How much do people from the United States work?
Excellent. Okay. So how much is quantity? Okay. How much time could be how many hours, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 50 hours per week. Okay. So try to imagine how much quantity. Let's see, Alma. Let's read the fifth question.
Okay. Wait. Are people from the United States friendly at work?
Okay, very good. So friendly. What do you think about that? Okay. Let's try making some ideas about these questions. Sarah, please, the following one, 6th question.
Yes, teacher. How do your managers give feedback in the United States?
Okay, so what's the meaning for feedback? Who can tell me?
In Spanish,
Yeah, in Spanish is okay.
retroalimentación.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So, retroalimentación. Muy bien. So, how do managers get feedback in the United States? Very good. Ale, once again, the last question.
Are people from the United States more practical or more theoretical?
Theoretical.
Theoretical.
Very good. Okay, so they do things or they talk about things, right? This is the two faces of the coin, right? You do things or you just talk about how things should be done. Okay, so now we are going to watch our video. Let me share it in my screen. Give me a second because I have lots of things here. Okay, here we go. Oh, hi, Angel. Nice to see you. Okay, so here we are. We are going to check the whole video, okay? They are, okay, we have 7 minutes here. So please pay attention and you are going to solve the questions, okay? Van a contestar las preguntas that I gave you in the chat with the information in this video. Okay, Becky, do you have any question for the activity? No? Let's see.
we don't.
No, teacher.
Okay, very good. See, Angel? Yes?
Just only question, answer the questions only.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So once again, you're gonna watch the video and you're gonna answer the questions, okay? Based on the video, okay. Very good. So let's go.
Welcome to Speak English with Christina, where you'll learn American culture and business know-how to become confident in English. In your professional life, you might be working with American people. And when you're from a different culture, the different attitudes about work, you'll probably meet some unexpected difficulties. And this is totally normal when you work with different cultures. But that doesn't make it less frustrating. You ask yourself, why are Americans like that? And how can we work together better? Don't worry, I'm here to help. American culture is founded on individualism. In our common mythology, American heroes are the self-made man, the lone cowboy, the do-it-yourselfer. In fact, the Hofstede Center, which specializes in intercultural comparison and communication, did a study of 50 countries on several criteria. And which country was the most individualistic? For better or for worse, it's the United States. We have a strong attitude of do-it-yourself, which is great if you're alone on a Texas ranch, but it might also sometimes prevent Americans from being a natural team player. And this is part of the reason why team building exercises are such a big thing in the US, to teach individualistic American people how to create team spirit. And for many Americans, they especially don't like a manager who tells them how to do their job. They want to have some freedom to choose their own way of doing things, and they expect to be rewarded individually for the results. That's why all those Employee of the Month awards are so common in American companies. Now, of course, like everything else that I'll mention in this video, these are only general guidelines. It doesn't apply to everyone, and personalities within each country vary a lot. American people tend to define themselves by their occupation, and that might be a big cultural difference with foreigners in some cases. What do you do is a very common small talk question with strangers. And the boundaries between the professional and the personal also means that it's not uncommon to work on weekends or at home, even on holidays when they exist. And companies aren't even required to give their workers paid leave. American people also work longer hours. In a recent poll, around 20% of them worked 50 or more hours a week. And that's just business as usual. American people tend to be much more friendly from the start. For instance, they'll share a lot of personal information with strangers just to start a conversation. And that might seem strange to you if your culture values personal privacy, where friendship is more sacred, more selective. And this dynamic also shows in the way Americans give professional feedback. American managers will sound much more positive, giving praise more easily. And it's popular for them to sandwich criticism between two compliments. Positive feedback, then criticism, and then concluding with more positive feedback. American people also tend to appear less confrontational and to search for common ground. And that means that they might feel scared or uncomfortable if you try to get into a heated debate about the slightest thing. They might think that a real important disagreement is going on, while you think it's just a healthy exchange of different points of view. Finally, professionals from other cultures, such as the French culture, tend to be more conceptual than American workers. Perhaps in your culture, when discussing an idea, the common approach is to try to justify it with theory, general arguments, and intellectual ideas. In contrast, many Americans want to jump right into the practical applications. And this cliche also ties into the previous differences. In a random, friendly conversation in your culture, it may be normal to debate over grand theories, while American people will share personal stories. Try to mix both, as these two visions have their own strengths and weaknesses. Now, tell me, have you ever worked with American people? And which cultural difficulty did you face? Write your answer down in the comments and share your story with us. And don't lose professional opportunities because of your English. Get my insider tips and
Okay, very good. So this was an interesting video, right? What do you think about the video?
Yep, interesting video because difference between Mexican culture with respect American culture. In Mexico is different. Are the different?
Mhm.
A lot different because I think the persons
The people. Mhm.
the people how jóvenes the young persons
Mhm.
mm, no salen de la casa, perdón,
Don't
no,
worry, don't worry. It's okay, Angel. Okay,
no salen de la
relax.
casa a los 70, a los 17 años como en Estados Unidos, ¿no? En Estados Unidos se van a los 15, 16 ya a volar.
Okay, you're talking about the cultural differences between Mexico and United States when a young man or a young lady, like 17 or so, they go out from home and they don't stick with their families as we do in Mexico, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Eso.
Okay, very good, perfect. Thank you, Angel. Okay, so someone else who wants to share what you think about the video? Yes, Vale?
So I also think that it's like kind of noticeable, those differences. You can watch, like you can observe them when you watch series or maybe TV programs or so on. But I think she explained it like really well, and it was concise. Like, I don't know why, but the American individualism it sounds kind of like a lot of pressure. Like it puts a lot of pressure on people, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. So it was information in a nutshell, right? Like very, very resumido, okay, in a nutshell. Excellent. Yes, exactly. So even if we don't have like explicitly there Mexican, like comparing Mexican versus American culture, we identify ourselves, right? We think about, oh yeah, sure, we don't do that, we do this, right? And we make comparisons while watching the video, even if the video doesn't say anything about Mexican culture. But we can catch, as Vali said before, some characteristics, some features that we can say like, oh, okay, in the series Friends, I watched that in some episode they were in the office and they do that thing, you know, like they were like criticism, well, good opinion, criticism, good opinion, no? Kind of, okay? And we can identify some of those well, the things that the girl said in the video, right? Those facts, those characteristics, yeah. Very good. Okay, anyone else who wants to share their point of view? Ale?
Well, I understand just a little, but if I understand good, the video said that the American culture is more individualist. They are more individualist than another. I think yes. And they works a lot of hours.
They work a lot, yes.
A lot. And I think, I thought that they don't work a lot. I thought that they works just
the necessary.
Yes.
Okay. So we are changing perspectives here. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go now for the questions then that you have already answered some of them. So let's go for the first question that said before, what is American individualism? And I'm going to ask Sara. Sara, what do you understand about American individualism?
I think so. Is the culture is different. They are more independent. For example, in Mexico, we are more unique to the family and the friends.
Okay, very good. This is what Angel said before, right? Yeah, exactly. They they tend to look for freedom, no, like to be independent, as you said before, exactly, to do things on their own way. No, they don't like people saying like, you have to do this in this way, right? They don't like that. No. Okay, very good. Let's go for the second question then. Why are team building exercises so common in the US workplace? Let's see, Alma, please.
To teach individualistic American people how to create a team spirit.
Okay, very good. As they are very, very, very individualistic, well, they have to know better how to work in team, right? So they have to develop that team spirit, right? Very good. Okay, let's go for question number 3. Angel, would you like to help me with number 3?
Okay, teacher. I think the American people is more comprometida,
like responsible?
Responsible with your job.
With their job.
With their job.
Committed. Okay, yes.
That's all.
Okay. You can use committed or you can use responsible, as Vale said before in the chat. Okay. Very good. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Which was the question? Number 3, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's go for number 4. Okay, thank you, Kayla. Very good. Okay, so let's go for number 4. And Vale, would you like to help us with number 4?
Yeah, sure, teacher. So it says, how much do people from the US work? And I think the girl mentioned that they work as much as possible. Like they even work on holidays and or on weekends. It's like really crazy. We do that sometimes, but I think it's not that common here in Mexico.
Yeah, I agree with you exactly that this is not that common. It's pretty weird, the person who sticks like at work all the time, not like in holidays and weekends. Yeah, it's not that common. Okay, very good. Let's go. Oh yeah, exactly. Maybe just if the person needs some extra cash. Yeah, exactly. This is the difference, right? We are thinking already about the differences between Mexico and United States. Very good. Okay, excellent. So let's go for number 5. Okay, Ale, would you like to help me with number 5?
Yes, are people from the United States friendly at work? I think that they don't work friendly.
You don't consider them to be friendly?
Yes, because
have you?
Sorry.
Yeah. No, continue.
I consider that they are a lot of cold, or I don't know, cold people.
Cold people, okay.
I think.
Have you had any experience with American people like that?
Yes, one time ago in my work, engineers comes to Mexico to prepare a server, and they had to configure that, and I want to acercarme,
to get along with them. Okay.
To get along with them, but they took the distance with me, and they didn't say anything with me.
Oh, kind of like they ignored you or something like that. No, they were a little bit rude with you.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, well, This is like a general way of thinking, right? Maybe we can like find someone that it's very, very warm in the United States. This is not like, well, uncommon, I would say, but I don't really know because I haven't been there. So, well, we have to see, we have to experiment, that's all, right?
Exactly.
Very good. Okay, exactly. As Vale said before in the chat, we cannot generalize, right? Even if we think that they are double-faced, maybe, okay? We cannot generalize. Yeah, exactly. Very good. Okay, let's go then for question number 6, right? How do managers give feedback in the United States? Let's see, Sara, please.
Yes, teacher. Who do your managers give feedback in the United States?
Yeah. Oh, Sara, I think that you closed your microphone.
I think so. They are serious compared to us. They are selective in their social relationships in the work.
Okay. Okay. So I think that what happens here in Mexico is that we usually tend to not go to the straight point, you know, like do it bad in this activity. You know, it's like, oh, I wanted to tell you something, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna tell you now because I have to go for lunch and maybe later we can talk about this issue. No, like they tend to blah, 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 blah before going to the point. Mexican tales. Exactly, very good. Yeah, so yeah, there's a big difference there. Okay. Let's go to the final question here, and we have, are people from the United States more practical or more theoretical? Alma?
I think they are practical because American people will share personal stories.
Also. Okay. Yeah, very good. What do you think? Like, what the rest of you think? Angel, Ali, Kayla, Sara, Vale.
Well, I think the opposite. I think that the American people are more theoretical because they follow steps, and in my experience, if they don't follow that steps, for example, a manual or I don't know, they feels bad, and they angry with
They
the
get
job. They get angry with us, or with the job, or with the team.
Okay, so you're saying that they have to control the process. No?
Exactly.
Okay.
They love, in my opinion, they love the process.
Okay. Thank you, Ali. Vale, what do you think?
I think that they are kind of like a combination of both aspects, because I've seen people who is really concerned about what they know within their area, and also like like when students want to get into a good college, they need a lot of extra credits, and they maybe do like extra activities, like practical activities, or they do online things, like they have a blog or a YouTube channel and so on. Like they worry about both, maybe.
Okay, that's interesting also. Like they are not only on the practical way, but also in the theoretical way. Okay, that could be. Okay. Angel, do you want to say something?
No, teacher. It's near the fly for me. Oh, no, it's near a fly.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so Very good. So what we're going to do next is an activity that some of you already know that I really like doing in my classes. So I'm going to copy once again some questions, okay? And I'm going to paste them in the chat. Oh my, I cannot copy them. Give me a second. Oh no. Okay, give me a second. It's not working. Oh no. Okay, so I'm gonna share, it's not working, so I'm gonna share a file with you so you can check the questions. Okay, here we go. Let me know if you can open the file, please.
Yes, I opened the file. I could open the file.
Yes, it's loading.
Okay, very good. Excellent, I can see you there. Okay, so as some of you should know, these are guide questions, okay? So you don't have to answer them all, but you have to talk about the topic of work culture, okay? So I'm gonna split you in breakout rooms. You're gonna be in pairs, okay? And you're going to talk about these questions, okay? You don't have to answer them all, remember, you don't have to answer them all, but they are working as a guide. So, let me see. Sarah, please, can you help me to repeat the instructions once again?
Yes, teacher, the breakout rooms in the team were the question, practice the speaking.
Exactly, very good. So what you're going to do is to practice some speaking, okay, about this topic, work culture, workplace culture. Okay, so I'm going to open the breakout rooms. We are going to have 10 minutes for this activity, and then we are going to get back, okay? Excellent.
Yes, teacher.
Let's go.